In this video I'm going to show really quickly how I would export out elements of a design that were both sandblasted and laser etched. So this single file, the text is to be sandblasted, and then the image down here and up here are both to be laser etched. So in order to do that, I have to separate these two pieces out. So the first thing that I would do is I would take the parts that I need to sandblast and send those to my plot page. What the plot page does is it gets rid of bitmaps. So I got rid of all that bitmap stuff, and I'm just going to get rid of my other pieces that I don't need. That leaves me with the overall pieces here to cut. I usually would not cut the stone shape. All I normally cut is just the joint line. So I would typically not have these pieces here either. So I would just cut the joint here and then the top just to line it up. I don't actually need to do the top because I could just use patching material up here, so I might not do the top and just cut from the joint. That way when I line it up, I'll line it up down here along the bottom, and that would all line up, and then I could just patch the top if I wanted to use a cheaper stencil. Anyway, so that's all I would do for the sandblast parts, and then so I'd just export that out to the cutter. Then the other part here, so I've got to get this ready to laser etch. So I would take the parts that I want and make a copy. And these pieces here that show the bevel, I would get rid of those. And then I would get rid of the text. Just get rid of all that text. So the thing with the bevel, since you don't know exactly how big that bevel is, what I would actually do is I'd take this and I'd expand that just a little bit more. You don't need to go the whole way because you don't need to etch the whole thing, but I would just expand this out a little bit. That way you'll end up etching over that. But when it comes time, excuse me, when it comes time to actually etching, these pieces here, I'll just show you those pieces in red. So those pieces there, I would actually lay down multiple layers of masking tape on the actual stone. That way I would mask that off with masking tape so that when the laser went back and forth over this, it would only go to the edge of that and leave our nice polished bevels there. And then the laser itself, if I don't turn this into a rectangle, then it would actually etch all this white, which is not what I would want to do. So in CorelDRAW, you just come over here and with my selection, I can double click the rectangle tool. That'll make a rectangle the size of whatever I had selected. So I just make that black, get rid of the outline, and send it to the back of the stack. So then I just take this piece and export that out to a bitmap file, and that will be my laser engraved file, and this will be my plot file, and everything will line up and work just great.